Students, we have made it to the best part, round 2 of the WOW projects, which means we are wise. We get the process, and now we are really ready to dive in and make some exceptionally looking art pieces. So here's your schedule for the next couple of months. You are going to spend 2 days exploring, and that should start today, unless you were a clay project, in which case you started your first explore day last time and today is your second day. So that can be confusing. You are leaders in this room, and a part of being leaders is responsibility. So you got to keep track of your 2 days. Once you are done with your 2 days, what are you going to do? You're going to fill out a WOW project proposal. Now, I will have a sample up in the classroom because different grades do different parts of the WOW project proposal. You can fill this out in class. Remember, that takes us an entire class time, and I have a video that you can follow to do that. Or you can take this with you and do it as art homework, which sounds kind of intense, but on the other hand, think about it. Like, oh, if I got to spend more time working on my art, it might be worth it. It is totally your choice because what are you? You are a leader in the art room, and so you can choose. Would I rather have another extra day to work on my art project? In which case, I'm going to take this with me and fill it out at home and bring it back to Miss Russ all filled out. Once you've done your 2 explore days and you have a filled out art WOW project proposal and you have given it to me and we have discussed your idea, you are cleared for 4 create days. Now, we need to have a serious talk. I trust you to be leaders in the art room, and what does that look like? That looks like this. There are 2 kinds of supplies in the art room. 2. Hold up those fingers with me because this is serious. Like, this is serious. 5th grade, I'm not screwing around. Hold up 2 fingers with me. There are supplies that are extras, that are scraps, or that are lesser. Those are for explore days. And then there are WOW project supplies. Those cost buco dineros. Very expensive. We never ever use high quality supplies during explore days. So be aware if something is labeled WOW project, it means do not use it and I am trusting you. Let's take a minute to think about that. I, as an adult, am trusting you to not use WOW project idea or like materials during explore days. And that allows you to have free access during create days. We will, of course, do display and reflect, but we'll talk about that later. So you're going to go through the whole cycle. Again, you get how many days for your project? 4. How many days to create or how many days to explore? 2. But what if I want more days and more time? Let's talk about passes. Your first option are those things right there. Those are recess passes. To get a recess pass, you just put your name, right there, and you put your class code. You take that pass, you put it on your locker, you bring that pass to art, and then you put it in the bucket like normal. If you get a pass, you're required to show up. Because if you have a pass, someone else doesn't. I really try and reserve those mainly for 1st and 2nd grade, sometimes 3rd grade, 4th and 5th graders. I try to hold off because you're more likely to be able to come for open studio times, which is after school. If you are 4th or 5th grade, I just require a call home. If you are 3rd or younger, I require a parent note saying they understand that you are staying in the art room for open studio, which means you have to do what? You have to plan ahead. If you are 3rd grade or younger and you show up for open studio and I do not have a parent note, then I'm sorry, we're not going to do a phone call. You're going to have to go wherever your parent's expecting you. Okay, you always have to have a plan B with Open Studio because you know how sometimes you require your parent to leave work. Yeah, I'm that parent, and so sometimes stuff happens with my kids and I can't be here. So it's really important that you always have what? A plan B. With that, I cannot wait for round 2 of the WOW projects because this is where it gets real, people. Speaking of which, we have a theme for this WOW project. It's alive! All your art projects have to be based around the theme that it is alive. And that has sky the limit opportunities. So be creative. Bye.